Hi guys, my name's Caitlin. I'm from grassfedgirl.com. I'm a holistic nutrition consultant, and for the past 10 years I've been working on healing my Hashimoto's thyroid autoimmune disease, and my videos will be all about carnivore and an ancestral approach, so stay tuned. Today we're going to be talking about how my second week of going back on strict carnivore after my baby was born and my unexpected C-section surgery. So stay tuned if that sounds interesting to you. And we're going to have lots of tips and tricks and things that I've learned going back to carnivore on my second week after having my baby. Okay, so stay tuned till the end and I'll be telling you how much weight I lost. And first things first is digestion. That was really my main motivator of why I started carnivore in the first place about 2 years ago in October 2018. Then I went off a little bit when I had my baby because I was having terrible cravings. So when I was pregnant and I had my baby, I included a few more keto-friendly foods, but I kept it very low carb because I really wanted to keep that gestational diabetes off my medical chart, and I didn't want to have any complications, and I wanted to be really strong and have a strong baby. So and I didn't want to gain a ton of weight. So of course I stayed ancestral, carnivore, keto, low carb, because that's a lifestyle for me. And I think that's a key to success on any diet that you do, that it's a lifestyle and something sustainable. So I just added a few more like berries, dark chocolate, avocado during my pregnancy. And in the postpartum recovery, I had 6 weeks. Now it's been 8 weeks since my surgery. My unexpected surgery, so I'm feeling good, much better, much better. It was really rough there for a while, and I will, if you want me to, leave a comment down below if you want to hear all about my birth. I will make a video about that. I think I can talk about it now. Anyway, I was kind of traumatized, but I'm doing better now, so let me know down below if you want a video about that. Okay, so first things first, constipation. Constipation was a big issue for me when I was eating a paleo diet, a low carb diet, because I ate lots of vegetables, and then I started carnivore, and slowly but surely it resolved. And I had tried absolutely everything, and eliminating vegetables is the last thing you would think that would work, but it did. So when you start carnivore, you are going to have a few weeks of weird digestion. So that is happening for me. I have been taking my natural calm, and that has been helping a lot till I get things regular, and then I will probably not need that anymore. But I have been also taking my Relight, which is a electrolyte drink. A lot of people, when they start carnivore, they don't get enough electrolytes, and that can really slow their digestion down. I think I may need some additional salt. Of course I salt my food, but I take about 2 or 3 teaspoons of this a day, or the little scoop that's in there. And it has 1,000 milligrams of sodium. So in each scoop, so I will keep taking this, but I might start taking some extra salt. I like to do it in little capsules, so the salt, I might need that because I'm still a little iffy on that digestion piece. A lot of people have a really fast digestion. That is not my case, but if you do, I will make another video about that. There's a lot of things you can do for that, but it usually takes about a month to resolve. So okay, one challenge I had, I've been eating goat cheese, and that has kind of been a crutch for me to get over the sugar cravings of being carnivore, coming off like keto and stuff. So I will probably need to cut that back if I really want to increase my weight loss, but it has been really good crutch for me to get over through this transition. So I need to get back on that a little bit. But so far it's been all right, but I need to, if I really want to make some headway, I will have to cut that back. And I want to lose about 20 pounds from my baby weight. So that will be probably one area I'll have to cut back on. But it has helped me to not reach for other things. So I think it's okay for now. But if you want to get serious, something to think about. Another thing I've noticed, and that you will notice too, if you don't eat red meat in every meal, you will probably be too hungry. So eggs really don't cut it for me. Any kind of chicken doesn't cut it. Fish doesn't cut it. It might be like a side item, but you really have to eat red meat. Like, for example, last night I didn't eat red meat, and this morning I woke up, I ate turkey and cheese, like roll-ups last night, and this morning I woke up and I was ravenous for red meat. So I'm definitely going to have some burgers here in a minute, and just keep that in mind. On carnivore, red meat is probably going to be your best friend. You can do lamb also, of course. Some people do pork. I don't really eat pork, but that's an option for you. And let's see, next thing is, so as far as exercise, I have been walking in my neighborhood. One day I did a exercise routine in front of my TV, like squats and lunges and some arm exercises, because it was raining really bad and I couldn't get outside. And if I don't exercise in some way every day, get outside or do something in my house, I will not be able to sleep, and I just have a lot of kind of negative pin-up energy. So I wouldn't recommend that you start any new crazy exercise routine while you're in adaptation, but definitely keep yourself moving just for your mental health and all that. So that's what I've been doing for exercise. And since I'm still, nursing, I burn a lot of calories with that. And of course, I've been nursing probably for the next year or so, but so that's an advantage I have, but I still need to keep my body moving for my mental health and everything. So it's definitely not like years ago when I was personal trainer where I beat myself up with exercise. So I definitely changed my mindset on that, and I hope you have too, because exercise is more for fun. It's not a punishment, and it's not for burning calories. It's just more for mood and making your body, your lymph system to detox, things like that. Now, one thing is interesting about when I was eating a few weeks ago, before I started this, I was eating a lot of goat yogurt, which has a lot of carbs. It's like 10 carbs per cup. And I was noticing I was hungry all night. So when I was nursing in the night, I was wanting to eat all night. And when I cut that out, immediately now I can just eat 3 meals a day, and I don't have to have those snacky cravings in the night. And if I did, I would eat. I'm not going to restrict myself, especially when I'm nursing, but I haven't had the need to eat at all. And then I wake up and I can wait a few hours to eat even. I don't have to eat immediately. So it's just much better appetite control, which is blood sugar control. So I'm just really grateful that I've got that perspective, and I know that that's not just mental, that it's actually what I'm eating. So once I took out those high carb dairy products, I was immediately able to regulate my appetite better, even while nursing, which makes you very hungry and takes a lot of energy. So like I said, I am eating 3 meals a day just because I am nursing, and I do wake up. I wake up and I can, it's not that I'm starving, but I can eat. So it doesn't have to be very first thing, but 3 meals a day seems to be the best for me right now. Maybe later on I will go back to 2 meals, which is what I did the majority of the time when I was carnivore. So we'll see how it goes. I'm just kind of taking it day by day, and that is the best thing for me right now. Okay, I'm going to show you, after this, I'll show you some examples of what I've been eating, and just to give you some meal ideas for your going back to carnivore, or if it's your first time. Definitely stick with fatty meats, fatty red meats. I eat a little bit of variety because my husband likes fish and chicken, and so sometimes I'll eat meals with him, but I could eat red meat every meal, and I usually eat some eggs for breakfast with some goat cheese. So that gives, and I eat a lot of burgers because it's very affordable and I like the fat in them. Sometimes I have ribeyes, but again, they're expensive, so I don't eat that as often. Maybe if I have, my family lives nearby, so if they come by for lunch or something, I'll make ribeye or a filet. This week I had a lot of filet because we had a party for my baby, kind of a delayed baby shower, and we had a lot of leftovers from that. So yeah, that's kind of some examples of what I eat. And, don't make it overly complicated. You just need some simple meals, and you will excel on this program. So This is one of the things I like to make. It is wild tuna. So I just thaw it out in the sink. It's from Aldi, so it's wild caught, and it says sushi quality there up there. And I just get that at Aldi. It's about $5. Okay, this is the tuna. I've dried it off, and now I'm gonna melt some ghee. This is my ghee from Costco. Just gonna melt it in here. And I'm gonna sear that tuna on high for about 1 minute on each side. See, it's melting. Okay, I'm gonna sear the tuna now. You want to flip it. Okay, now I make a sauce with the soy sauce. This is gluten-free soy sauce. Oops. And then I put just a little bit of sriracha. This is sriracha. This one's running out. And then you just mix that up and that's your sauce. Pretty simple. Okay, so here's the sauce. Okay, so here's the sauce, and you just slice the tuna and then you just eat it with your chopsticks. So you just take it. Can't do it with my left hand. And then you dip it in the sauce. Yum. This is a really common meal that I have. These are hot dogs, the Applegate natural hot dogs, and they're grass-fed, sugar-free. And then I just put a little bit of spicy brown mustard on them. Yum. This is my favorite. These are about $5 at Kroger or Publix. And I just eat them like that. I just heat them up for a few minutes in the air fryer or on the stove or boil them, doesn't matter. They're already cooked. I love these. Okay, the next thing we're gonna make is a recipe from my ebook, the 30-Day Carnivore Diet Challenge. You can see it's in the table of contents. And the cool part about this is all the FAQ, but here's the recipes. No, here's the recipes, and the cool thing is you can just click on them. Let's see, savory breakfast sausage. Here is page 108. And it goes right to it. Isn't that cool? And then we have the ingredients, so we'll just get our ingredients ready. And we're gonna make our sausage. So you just need some ground beef or pork or turkey, whatever you want. Sage, thyme, fennel, red pepper, black pepper, paprika, and garlic. You don't need all of these, just whichever ones you have is fine. They're all optional. Okay, so now I have my ground beef, and I'm gonna put 1 teaspoon of sage and a teaspoon of paprika and a teaspoon of garlic powder. So I got all my spices over here. Then I'm gonna put a teaspoon of salt. You put about a teaspoon of salt for every pound of meat that you have. And some pepper. You wanna put half a teaspoon of black pepper. All right. So now I'm just gonna form it into sausage shapes. So now I've got it all mixed up. And And I'm going to make, you don't want to overwork it too much because then it'll get tough. So I'm just going to make it into balls about maybe 1 inch. Then I'm going to fry them. I'm just frying them up now. This is my favorite pan. You can get this down in the description box. It will never, it's non-stick just because of using it so many times, but you'll never have to worry about this pan replacing it. It'll last you forever, and it's no chemicals. It's amazing. No non-toxic pan. So I'm just frying them up here, and then I'll flip them over in a minute. So just cook them about 3 minutes on each side, something like that. Okay, you see I have it on medium-high heat, and I'm going to flip this one. Yeah, now when you cook them about 3 minutes on each side, they're ready to eat. When they're done, you just transfer them over to a plate and just wait till the rest of them are done. And then they're ready to eat. Yum. There you go, now they're ready to eat. And gonna enjoy these. There you go, ready to eat. I'm so excited. These look so good. The great thing about these is that they're perfect for lunch, breakfast, dinner, it doesn't matter, anytime, and they're super portable. So one more thing I want to mention is that when I was pregnant, I gained about 50 pounds. So I lost about 30 of it within having the baby, and within a few weeks after that, I lost 30 of it. So that's pretty cool. But while I was pregnant, I had a lot of signs of insulin resistance. I got a lot of skin tags all around my neck, and they've all started to go away. I also got some discoloration under my arms. Sometimes you'll see discoloration on your neck is a sign of insulin resistance. So I think that extra weight was just kind of stressing out my body, but it's gone now. And I actually also I started to get like plantar fasciitis in my foot, and that's gone away since the baby weight is going off. So I'm really glad because that was pretty miserable, and my back was hurting really bad too. So I'm glad the baby's born and he's here and I can just carry him in a stroller or something like that, not inside my body. So as promised, I lost 3 pounds so far. On the last 2 weeks, I started October 15th and today is October 30th. So in 2 weeks, I lost 3 pounds. So that's pretty good. And I didn't do anything special except eat only animal products that are 0 carb. So pretty easy. And I hope that you will stick with it. It will work for you if you work it, if you're consistent. One more thing before I go, I wanted to show you guys I wrote an ebook. It's all about how to do the carnivore diet for 30 days. I think that's a great way to start because I had so many questions and people get so worked up and overthinking and think they have to change their whole life. You don't. It's just 30 days and I show you how to do it step by step in this book. So it's just super easy. You have 26 recipes in here that are your integral recipes while doing this diet. And you also see it's beautifully done. It is professionally designed. It has so much. It has my story. It has my sister is also in the book. She wrote it with me. She has her story. We have the science. We have tips for getting along with your family, your relatives over the holidays. Just so much stuff. The FAQs. We have graphics. It just goes on and on. We have 182 pages of wonderful stuff. So if you want to get that, just go to the description box and it's www.carnivore30.info. You can get my ebook, and we really appreciate you watching, and I will see you next time. If you subscribe, like my channel, like my video, it really helps me because I can stay home with my baby and I don't have to go out in the cold and work. I can just help you guys from here. So I'm so happy that you guys have helped me grow my channel to almost 12,000 subscribers now. I really appreciate it. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye.